been a light in my day, for real.
I brought that up on purpose. Hi guys, I am getting ready to do my hair and I just wanted to come and share this with you all. For those of you who are newly natural, who are natural for however many years, or you just need some help, some tips, whatever the case may be, I'm here to share some with you and share part of my journey. I'm getting ready to detangle my hair. I have a lot of hair. I don't have what's considered massively thick hair. I have decently thick hair. That's what I like to call it. And I've given my hair the rating of 4C hair, but I'm so blessed to have this head of hair. But as we all know, those of us who have been natural for a whole time or who return natural for a while, or, you know, that it's a lot of work. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I try to explain to people that I have a good 45-minute process just to detangle my hair. It all depends. Right now it's in its stretched state, so it should be a little bit easier. But you guys bear with me. This is not the process that I really, or the part that I really like, but it has to be done. And it is what it is. So suck up and get it done, right? So anyway, or suck it up and get it done, I should say. So first I spritz my hair with water because you never want to detangle it while it is dry because you're liable to break your hair. You know, you don't want to do that. You want to maintain the length and keep your hair on your head, so you got to be gentle with it. They say you got to treat it like it's silk, you know, because it is beautiful. So let me give you a little bit of backstory. So I used to relax my hair for 22 years, since the age of 11. And when I had my baby girls, I decided I was not going to allow them to put any chemicals in their hair. So, as not to be a hypocrite, I decided that I needed to stop relaxing my hair as well, because how could I tell them not to do it and yet and still I was still doing it? You know, that wouldn't be right. I don't operate in the do as I say, not as, you know, not as I do thing. I like to have my words and my actions line up, you know. That's Christ-like. But anyway, I am going to detangle this, and then I'm gonna hop in the shower and wash my hair, because to me it's kind of easier that way. Kind of kill two birds with one stone. I'm gonna steam it. I don't know how many of you actually steam, but if you have never tried steaming, let me tell you, it is such an amazing experience. It's great for deep conditioning. Do you guys remember back in the day when we used to have to sit under those hair dryers with the conditioner in our hair for like 30 minutes or more to deeply condition our hair? Well, the steaming does that same thing, except I don't think it's as long, and apparently steaming it actually helps it to penetrate the hair shaft better. So I invested in a steamer, actually from a company called Be Beautiful. It's sort of like beautiful, but with an H. And I think I've had it maybe probably about 8 years now, a little longer. And let me tell you, it was one of the best investments I have ever made for my natural process, or natural journey process. So this feels so good. You guys should really consider steaming. All right, so this section is detangled right here. So I'm just gonna kind of twist it to kind of get it out my way, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the head and jump in the shower, wash it, which, as we all know, that doesn't take long. Steam it like I said, and then I'm gonna twist it just like you're seeing. This is how I normally wear it, like most of the time I just do a whole bunch of these in my hair and I pull it up in a ponytail, but I'll show you that too. This feels so good, guys. I feel like taking a nap right now. Oh. Highly recommend this, highly. I am going to try and get through this a little bit quicker than I normally do, you know, as just for time purposes, time's sake, and because I don't want to take up my whole day doing hair, because that's what I normally do, and I'm just not in the mood. So but yes, how many of you guys actually return natural? Share that with me. Put your comments in, share it with me, and let me know what your process is, you know. It's funny, when I go out in public, I always have people coming up to me and complimenting me on my hair, and they're like, oh my God, your hair is so beautiful, it's so gorgeous, and what are you using your hair, and you know, how long does it take you? You know, it's different for everybody. It's not, you know, it depends on the length of your hair, it depends on the texture of your hair, it depends on, you know, the things, the styling that you want to do to your hair and stuff like that. So, you know, it's not anything that works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you, and vice versa. There's so many products on the market that, you know, promise to do this, that, not for your hair. And it doesn't mean it's not true. It could just mean sometimes it's just not true for your hair. Because, you know, I've watched so many YouTube videos when I first returned natural, and, you know, a lot of the products that they recommended, some of the other fellow naturals who raved about certain things, you know, that worked for them, you know, they weren't lying. It's just, it worked for them. So I just had to go through a bit of a, I guess, learning curve, and just trying to find what really works. And I finally found what works in my hair. So, you know, that whole grading system about your hair and the 3C and 4C, whatever, I consider my hair to be 4C. Now, it doesn't mean the whole head is 4C, but the majority of it, especially in the middle, which is, you know, the thickest part. And I think the back is a looser, no, it is a looser pattern. I just haven't really graded it because I just pretty much go with the majority of the head. So
shout out to y'all naturals. It's not easy. I love a wig though, and I need some hair.
No, and there's nothing wrong with wigs, but I'm just saying, like, underneath the wig,
it's getting healthy. Okay. I'm doing the deep conditioners in the Apple G, and you know, I learned the 4C and the LOC. I've been learning the ginger and all of that. I've been doing that. I've been doing it and massaging and all that stuff. Not there yet, but it's okay. It's a process. It's a process. So I can see what's up on there. I mean, I just want to know. But I have these amazing products that I use. One of my staple products that I absolutely am in love with, that I highly recommend, that works for me, once again, is Shea Moisture. They have the Curl Enhancing Smoothie. You guys, this stuff smells amazing, amazing. It loves my hair. My hair loves it, and that's basically it. It moisturizes. It smells amazing. I don't buy it for, like, it's labeled curl enhancing. We don't need any enhancement on our curls, as you can see, but it does love my curls and keeps them moisturized and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go through this process right now and just detangle. And luckily it's in a stretched state, so I don't have to really I don't have to really work as hard as if I had it like froed out. That's another thing. I notice a lot of naturals, even me included at first, you know, go for the fro style and stuff like that. And I noticed that it almost felt like I was losing more hair. I know that sounds weird, but it seemed as if when I wear it out in a fro, which I absolutely love, but it seemed like my hair, because of the hair texture, I guess, that my hair would wrap around like vines. So I just felt like what's best for me is to
not wear it in a fro because I feel like it's more work for me. So, and I need to be able to get up and go. Like I said, I have two other heads of hair that I have to handle, you know, and manage. So, you know, I need what's convenient for me. And what's convenient for me is to be able to get up and go. So that's where I'm at with it. But you guys, have you done your research on what is great to help you grow your hair? If you haven't, I'll share some things that I've learned. One of the things that everybody preaches and teaches, and I definitely co-sign, is drinking lots of water. Water is life. Water is moisture. Water is oxygen. Water is everything. You have to drink a lot of water, not just for your hair, you need it for your body, period. You know, you need to stay hydrated because everything you eat, everything you do, or everything you don't do affects your hair. So that's one of the things that you want to be mindful of, is making sure you get a lot of water in. You don't have to overdose on it, but you know what? Your body will tell you if you need if you need more water, if you're not getting enough water. And one of the ways it tells you is by your hair. If you are constantly battling with dry hair, it could mean that your body's not getting hydrated enough. You know, again, water is moisture, and you know, if you're not getting enough water in your body, you know, you'll be able to tell in your lips. You know, sometimes your lips are constantly dry. You'll be able to tell in your skin if it's constantly dry. You can put as much stuff on it as you want, but hydration starts from within. So if you want to see the results of that in your hair, you have to make sure you're getting enough water. And I don't mean like, oh, well, I had coffee and it took water to make that coffee. No, we're talking like plain water. It doesn't mean you can't put some enhancements in it. Like some people put lemon, some people do lime, some people do cucumber. All those things are great, but I'm talking about those people who feel like, you know, they put all this extra stuff, or I actually had somebody tell me that they drink soda, and because water is required to make soda, they were getting their water intake. That is not the same thing. You need straight up water. I mean, again, it's not just for your hair. You know, your heart needs water. Your entire body needs water. So just try and stay hydrated. There's many other ways that you can get water in too. If you're not really like wanting to drink the 8 glasses a day, you can eat cucumbers. You can eat a lot of salads. There's a lot of fruits that are water-based, watermelon. Just stay hydrated as best as you can. Another thing that you need to be concerned with as far as your hair growth and health and stuff like that, and again, it's not just for your hair, it's for your entire body, is make sure you're eating the right foods. You need to put the right type of nutrients and vitamins into your body, you know? Try not to do as much processed foods if you could. Try to get things in its whole state, you know, like, again, fruits and veggies, you know, taking a multivitamin is good. I don't know how many of you are into juicing. Juicing is amazing. Juicing to me is like a natural multivitamin on its own. God created all of these things for us to eat for a reason. He knew what he was doing. He always knows what he's doing. But he knew what he was doing when he created these fruits and veggies for us. So, you know, get you some broccoli, and, you know, all you do is, if there's some fruits and veggies that you don't really care to eat, I'm sure there's plenty others that you do. So just have at it. Go at the ones that you really, really like. Hi guys, I know my hair looks like I'm finished, but I just finished washing it and then steaming it. And I just want to let you know that the twists are still in from when I detangled it, because I left them in to wash and steam. I needed what I call the express wash, so I didn't have to go back and detangle it once again, because I don't know about you guys, but when I wash my hair and I don't have it in twist, it seems to get tangled up once again. So I didn't want to have to go through the fight again. So I am going to put some of my favorite product, like I shared with you guys earlier, the Shea Moisture Curling Enhancing Smoothie, as my moisturizer. And I like to add a little bit more stuff to it. It's not required, but I just feel like I need that added oomph or something to it. So I'm putting Shea Moisture. I'm putting coconut oil, and I also add castor oil because you know castor oil is like good for growing hair. It's an awesome conditioner. It's basically what it is. But I use coconut oil. Nothing. I always try to use the raw one or unrefined. And then I use castor oil. I put very little, you know. There you go. Very little amount because it's great for conditioning the hair and, you know, coating it and putting that moisture and protection around it. And I only put a little bit of that because if none of you are familiar with castor oil, it is not the best smelling stuff, but it works great for your hair for conditioning. But you guys, that steaming experience was awesome. I forgot to share also, you know, when you're under the steamer and stuff like that, it steams your skin too. Like, you know, not my whole face is under there, but like my forehead is like mad clear. But I'm sure, you know, the steaming has something to do with it too. On top of me just really like taking care of my skin and just, you know, trying to eat the right things and staying hydrated, that kind of thing. But I'm just going to go through each one of these twists that I had already detangled prior to me washing. And I am going to apply my Shea Moisture to it. I always put a little bit extra on the ends and coat this hair really good. And what I'm gonna do is once I'm done, I'm just gonna pull them up into a ponytail, put my scarf on my head, and call it a day. Because like I said, I'm very low maintenance when it comes to my hair. There we go. See, it's already stretched, it's already detangled. So, you know, I'm just making it easier on myself. So you guys, again, in the comments, feel free to share your own tips and tricks, or, you know, if this video helped you, I'd love to hear that. If you want to see more of these, again, I'd love to hear that. How many of you guys actually return natural? Share that with me. Put your comments in, share it with me, and let me know what your process is.